I already briefed you about the process, like how what actually is the package and what actually is the interface. So basically, packages will allow the programmers to make use of the same names for their source files, or programmers to allow to be used to use same name for their classes, not for the files classes. Even the file name can also be used same, provided that file name is stored in the package. So basically, we are creating our own file system library. So this is our own file system library. So packages will help users to compartmentalize their file system. If this is the entire file system, and if this is package 1 used by user 1 and package 2 being created by user 2, then user 1 can make use of the file name called x.java. And similarly, user 2 is also allowed to make use of the same name called x.java, because now they are belonging to different packages. If these two packages P1 and P2 are not created, P1 is created by user 1, P2 is created by user 2. If the two packages are not created, then the programmers will not be able to make use of the same name, because it will cause the conflict. So for that purpose, it is like dividing the file system library with the help of packages. So packages will help the programmer to make use of similar names or same names. Right? So we have seen this yesterday. Now in this class, I'll be discussing about defining a package. So explain the process of defining a package. So this is the most important concept. So how do you define a package, and how do we create a package and run a sample program? So this class will be studying this whole part. How do you define a package? To create a package, we simply have to make use of the command called package. In a source file, whatever you are going to create, you should make use of a file called package. We should make use of a command called package. So assume this is the source file that you are trying to create. Assume this is a file you are trying to create. So what we do in this file, till now we have been writing the lines of code, whatever you wanted. But when you want to create a package, it is simply include the package command as the first statement of the Java source file. This is our source file. So you should make use of the very first command. What? Package, package. Very first command, package, first line. Then any name for the package, whatever you want to give. Either you are free to give any of the names, whatever you want to give, package P1, P2, or whatever. So this is the first statement of the source file. Then from this point onwards, you can write any number of classes and code that is left. Now, if this is name of the source file called a p c dot java, I'm just explaining you how we are going to create the packages, how we are going to define or create the package. So the very first statement must be this one. Then later you assume class A1, opening bracket and closing bracket. Similarly, you can define one more class called class B1, opening bracket and closing bracket. So what we have done here is, in a source file called abc.java, in a source file called abc.java, we have created, we have included the very first line as package P1, very first line as package P1. So what this line indicates here is, in this source file, so what is the name of the source file? Name of the source file is abc.java. In this source file, whatever we are going to create and whatever classes are present in this source file. In this case, what are the classes present? A1 and B1 are the classes. Whatever classes are being defined in this particular entire source file, all those classes will be kept in a package called P1. That means one package is getting created with the name called P1. One package is getting created with the name called P1. And whatever classes are being defined within this source file, all those classes will belong to the package called P1. That means now it is separate entity. That means the very first line what it indicates here is where those particular classes must belong to, or where the classes must be kept, which are present in this particular source file. So the source file is abc.java. You can define any number of classes. Till now we were not using this particular statement called package p1. We were directly writing the classes. So when you are not using any statements like this, then all those classes will belong to default package. So that is default file system directory. So when you are not using any, when you are not creating any package on your own, all the classes will belong to the default package. All the classes will belong to the default package. So we were not using any of the packages till now. So all the classes were belonging to default packages. Now we are telling the statement that package p1. So this is how we create the packages. This is how we create the packages. That is abc.java. Now assume, for better understanding of package, I am taking one more example, one more source file. Assume this is created by user1 and this is being created by user2. And for this, the file name what user has taken is, assume xyz xyz.java is the name of the source file, right? Is the name of the source file. So both are independent. Now if user wants to create his own package which is own name, that is also possible. The another user can also write the same statement, package p2 and semicolon. So what this indicates here is whatever classes are being declared from this point onwards, all the classes will be kept in the package called p2. All the classes will be kept in the package called p2. So assume class x in bracket and closing bracket. Then next another class called class y opening bracket and closing bracket. So with this what we have done here is there are basically two users, user1 and user2. User1 has created his own package with the name called p1, and all the classes a1 and b1 are kept in the package called p1. Similarly, user2 has created his own package called p2. So one more package will get created with the name called p2. And what are the classes in this source file? The classes in this source file are x and y. So x and y will be kept in another package p2. So ultimately, whatever statement you write at the beginning of the source file, so that will indicate where the classes present in the source file should be kept. Where the classes present in the source file should be kept. Say for example, now for better understanding of package, please concentrate. I'll take the eraser, right? I will erase this statement. Just some changes I am doing now. What changes I am doing here is package p1 itself. What I am taking here is user1 has created package p1 and user2 is also creating package p1. So what it indicates here is user2 has created xyz.java and with the package statement called p1. So what ultimately the meaning here is user2 also wants to include these files in the same package. That is, now what happens after this statement, the classes x and y will also get placed in the package called p1. So here the users cannot restrict themselves. Users cannot restrict themselves. Ultimately, what it indicates here is, but whenever the user is trying to create in this package, the names must be different. The names must be different because you cannot restrict other user to make use of the same package name. Make use of the same package name. So in that case, what happens? X and Y will get stored in this link. So now this may lead to the confusion. So what you do right now at the first level only, let us study. That means assume that. So when giving the further examples, I'll discuss about this. Two users are there who have created their own packages. P1 is a package which is created by user 1, which is containing two classes called A1 and B1. User 2 has created package P2 in the source file xyz.java with the classes x and y, and they will be placed in the package called P2. Now, how do we create the packages? The very first command here is the remaining all the Java program is same. Only thing is this is the command. This is going to help us to create the packages. See here. The general form of the package statement here is one package pkg. So this you are free to give any name here. So in our case, what names I have taken here is I have taken names as P1 and P2. For example, the following statement creates a package called my package. So we are also able to create a package called my package, and this will be kept in the at the beginning of the source file which you are trying to create. Java uses file system directory to store the packages. That means same like how we create the folders, same way the packages will also be. Package is nothing but it is implemented by creating a folder in the file system. Now the dot class files for any classes you declare to be part of the my package must be stored in the directory called my package. That means whenever you have created a package called my package, after compilation of the Java program, we will get the bytecodes, and that bytecode will be with the extension called dot class. So when you want to execute those classes further, you should take those dot class files and place them in the package called my package. Place them in the package called my package. See, so A1 and B1. That means exactly these classes will not be placed here. In turn, what will be placed in these packages? A1 dot class, B1 dot class. Because we cannot execute the classes as a whole. What we'll be able to execute? We'll be able to execute the dot class files or the bytecodes. So that is what is happening. You must place those dot class files in the package whatever you have created. And the case sense, these are all case sensitive. You must consider the case. More than one file can include the same package statement. More than one file can include the same package statement. So as I explained here just now, I had erased this, right? I had erased this and I had explained here by taking the name called P1 itself. That means more than one file can include the same package statement. So this is file 1 abc.java. Another file is xyz.java. It is possible. It is possible that it can also be P1 only. That means more than one source file can contain the same package. Then those classes will belong to the same package. This I had explained just now. The package statement specifies which package the class defined in the file belong to. So what basically the package statement indicates, whatever classes are present in this source file, where they will be kept. That is what is indication of that particular package. It does not exclude, that means it does not exclude other classes in other files from being part of that same package. So as I said, we cannot restrict other source file or other user to create their own source file with the same package name. That means class A1, B1, X and Y. A1, B1 are belonging to abc.java, X and Y are belonging to xyz.java. We cannot restrict that. They can belong to all four classes can belong to the same package called P1. It is possible. So we can also create hierarchy of packages. To do that, simply we have to use the package names in hierarchical format separated by the period operator or dot operator. That is package 1 dot, package 2 dot, package 3 dot. So we can continue the hierarchy. That means you can have package within a package, like how we can have directory within a directory. Same way we can have package within a package. A package hierarchy must be reflected in the file system of a Java development system. Say for example, when you have written java.abstract window toolkit dot, that means we are creating a package. So what is that package? Package statement is used. With the help of package statement, we are trying to create a package called java.awt.image. That means image is a package which is present in abstract window toolkit package, which is present in turn package called Java. So that needs to be stored like this. How it will be stored? Java slash awt slash image. Like how we store normal folders. Same way they will be stored in the Windows environment. So we must be select the package names carefully, because further we need to rename them. If you want to rename them, the directory, you cannot rename the package without renaming the directory. That means if you want to rename the directory package in your source file, you should also rename the folder of the package. I'll show while I'm taking the demonstration. Finding packages and class paths. So when you have created packages, so there are different ways how we can access the packages where they are present. So by default, packages are present in the present directory, right? How does Java runtime system know where to look for the packages? So how, whenever you are executing the program which is containing package, how to locate the location of the package? The answer is there are three different ways in which the package can be located. If you are not telling anything to the Java C compiler, by default, the Java runtime system will use the current working directory. That means bin directory. Till now, we are executing all our programs in the bin folder. By default, if you are not specifying anything, the packages will be present in the bin folder. Thus, if your package is a subdirectory of the current directory, it will be found easily. The second way is to specify the directory path or paths by setting the class path environment variable. So we can set the class path. There is another option. If you don't want to go to the bin folder for compiling and executing the programs, there is an option to specify the class path. So environment variables, how we'll be setting. Here is the option in properties, device manager. No, not here. Advanced system settings, environment variables. You can see here we have environment variables. Then we can go for new environment variables. It's already created one with the path here. So you can have new environment variable. You can give it a name called class path, and you can also specify the location where you want to store. Or if you want, you can browse the directory, specifically go to that location and specify the class path. So this is second approach. So this is second approach. That is directly you have to right click on the system icon, go to properties, advanced system settings, environment variables, then you set the environment variables. That is second choice. So the third option is you can make use of hyphen class path option. You can specify the option with Java and Java C, which contains the location of the path for your classes. So that is third way. Third way is we make use of the class path option while compiling your program itself, like how we write Java C program name.java. Then you can specify Java C hyphen class path, then particular class location, and then the source file. That means the class path will come between Java C and name of the source file. That is third option. So to avoid all these confusions, we are following the very first approach. That means whatever, see here, that I'll discuss later. Anyhow, when it comes here, In this textbook, all the examples are considered like current directory is the location for the packages. That is, bin folder is the location for all the packages. For example, consider the following package specification: package mypack. So this statement is creating one package called mypack. In order for a program to find the map mypack, one of the three things must be true. So either you can execute from the current directory, that is just now I showed first approach, current directory, that is bin location, or specify the class path, or make use of the class path. So when the second two options are used, that means second and third option, then the class path must not include the mypack itself. That means we must be just above the mypack. That is, for example, when the package called mypack is present here, for example, in Windows environment, if the path to mypack is like this, where C, program files, Java, and mypack, it is located in that location. So then the class path to mypack is this one location above the directory, that is super directory. Mypack, if you want to locate the mypack directory, you must be located at the one directory above the mypack. That means you must be located at Java. You should not go into the same directory and look for the same directory, same folder. So you must be in the folder one location above the present folder. So the easiest way to try the examples shown in this book is to simply create a package directory below the current development environment. So as I said, bin we are considering as a default location for all the programs, and put the dot class files into the appropriate directories. So after compilation, whatever dot class files or bytecodes we'll get, we have to take them and place it in the directories. In the directory means whatever the package directory that you are going to create, and then execute the programs from the development directory. Execute the programs from the bin directory. So we are assuming the easiest approach. Now this is the approach being used in all the programs plus this program. So particularly this program, this is the approach used for the following program. So this is the program which will allow us to create an example for short package. So this is very fundamental explanation what I am giving for this program. So just try to understand. If you understand this, remaining concepts are simple. A short package example. Already I have created that. Already I have created bin. Cannot use this. First I will go to location drives. Right. So you just concentrate here. I'm showing the directory location for the package. I'm showing the directory location for the package. So where our bin folder is there till now? C, program files, Java, JDK, bin. So how do we create the packages? We should create the packages within the bin. So mypack is our package which is already created. That means if you are writing a statement in the source file, so first I will open the source file which I am trying to explain. This is short package example, account balance.java, right? This is the source file. I have kept it open parallelly for the explanation. So this is the simple source file what is there in the textbook here. It's the same program I have taken it. Same program I have taken it, copied in the file, and I have opened it. Right? This is the source file. So what is the very first statement? The very first statement in the source file says package mypack. That means I am telling to the compiler that whenever I compile this source file, all the classes present in this file should go to the package called mypack. Should go to the package called mypack. And while compiling, we have to compile like that only, so that they belong to the same package called mypack. Right? So how many classes are there in this? Balance and account balance. Balance and account balance are the two classes. They must go to the package called my package. They must go to the package called my package. So that's why in from the current directory, we can see here from the current directory. What is the current directory? This one. The default directory being assumed in our experimentation is C program files, Java, JDK, and Bin. Within that, we have created the folder called mypack. First, you have to create empty folder manually. You have to create the folder here. Later, these things will get added because already I have added for the explanation purpose. Earlier, these files will not be there. So first, you have to create a default folder called mypack, and then that source file must be stored here itself. Better way is to store the source file account balance.java here itself. If you want, you can place it outside in the bin location, like how we used to do till now. Till now, what we have done, we have taken all our programs here. You can see the previous programs. Till now, what we have done, we have stored all our Java files in the bin location because Java C, why? Java C and Java C and Java are present in the bin location. We have stored in the bin location, but that need not be the case. So if you want to separately store your files, because that itself is a property of the packages. Users are free to store their files in the individual packages. Now I am creating a package and I am storing my file. Now for time being, you ignore about these class files. What are the class files present here? I just increased its window. My pack is containing three files: account balance.class, account balance.java, and balance.class. So you just concentrate on this file. What is that file? The account balance.java. So this is what is my source file. I have kept it in this particular location because this is what is my individual package or individual separate folder. Now the remaining, this is simple program. I'm just concentrating on the package part here. So what it says, class balance is there, which is having some set of statements, balance constructor, assigning value of n to name, b to balance, and this is simply a statement. So I think this is simple programming code. Again, I will not enter into that code. Very simple that you can understand. So only the concept, only the main theme here is we have to understand the packages. My pack will contain two classes now, balance and account balance. That means two byte codes should be stored there, not the classes. I had explained here. See here. You can remember, as I said, a1 dot class, b1 dot class. In our example, what are the classes? Balance dot class and account balance dot class. So these two byte codes must be stored in the package. Which package? My pack is the package. And remaining all the execution output is same. The only thing is how do we compile and execute the packages, that we need to concentrate. So I will close this. 1 minute. Right, account balance. Now we are located, now the command prompt is in the bin folder. Command prompt is in the bin folder, right? Now I'll come to the source file. Call this file as account file.java and store it in the, and see here, call this file as account file.java and put it in a directory called mypack. We have to manually store it, and we have done it. Store it in a file called mypack. Then compile the file. So it should compile the file and make sure the resulting dot class file is also in the mypack directory. Should compile the file and you should store those dot class files in the mypack directory. Then try executing the account balance class using the following command line. So you should execute the account balance, because where the account balance dot class file is present, it is present in mypack. So this already we have stored it here. Where we have stored those two class files. we will get these two bytecodes after compiling this file called account_balance.java. After compiling this file called account_balance.java, because in this higher end version of Windows, I am not able to show you the .class files. So I have taken these files by compiling in Windows XP machine. Windows XP machine. If possible, I will show you, because I have used a virtual machine for that and I have compiled it. So at the end, if possible, I'll try to show that it is in my laptop. I'll try to show it. Okay, first thing is, how do we compile? Possibility here is either you compile it from the bin file. Two ways are there for compiling. Either you compile it from the bin file, and once you compile the source file, you will get 2 byte codes at this location. You will get 2 byte codes at this location. So what are the 2 byte codes we'll get? We'll get 2 byte codes with the name I closed the source file. Yes, I think I have closed the source file. We'll get 2 byte codes with the name. First one is with the name called balance, another one is with the name called account balance.java. Take those two source files. So what it says, make sure that the resulting class file is also in the my directory. You should make sure those files bytecodes are kept in the directory. So we have kept it. After compilation, we have kept these two bytecodes where in the mypack directory after compilation. Then while executing, what command you have to use? While executing, you have to use this command. Default, if the account balance is directly in the bin folder, you can directly write Java account balance. Now where that account balance bytecode is present, it is present in the directory called mypack. So you should make use of dot operator. Make use of dot operator and then execute it. So I will show. See, while being, because we cannot compile the programs after going, while being in the bin itself, it is possible to compile. I'll show you. Java C mypack slash which source file we want to compile. We should compile which name of the class, name of the source file here is account balance.java. So take the source file name. See, look at the compilation. Two ways. The compilation is different because it is present in source in the directory called mypack. Right now the compilation is successful. I am compiling the account balance.java source file which is present in the mypack package or mypack directory. Then these bytecodes are already placed. We have already placed what account balance.class and balance.class. So now how do you run that? The command for that is this one. What is that? Java mypack.account balance. One second. Java mypack dot account balance dot class. This slash you should remove now. Right? This is the output of the program. So basically what we have to concentrate in this output, you can trace it. It is simple code is a, but only what we are concentrating here is the package implementation. So what we have done here is we have the user has created his own folder, his own package, and you can compile the programs which will be present in your own package, and you can store your .class files in the package itself. So this was the simple method followed for creating packages. This was the simple method followed for creating packages. So I hope you have understood the creation of the packages. One second. I'll try to make use of the video and show it to you. I don't know whether it will be clearly visible or not, because there are many practical problems I'm facing. Can you see the video? Right? Can someone respond? Is it possible for you to see the desktop icon? What I'm trying to show in my laptop.
Yes, sir.
Can you see it?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Visible, right? So what I'll do, I'm just trying to show you the how do we, because it is higher version of Windows, it is not showing the bytecodes when we compile. So what I'll do, I have installed programs, VMware software, right? VMware, there is a tool called workstation. Naveen, is this screen also will get recorded in this?
Sir, I don't know about that, sir. But
Naveen?
visible, sir. Sir, I don't know about that, sir. I have not tested it.
Yeah, because yeah, I am also, this is the first time that, should I have to share this screen for it to get recorded?
No, sir. I think it's recording.
Okay, it's okay. I don't know whether it gets recorded or not. You just stop recording then, Naveen.
Okay, sir.